Hey there everyone. If you're liking this stream, do consider hitting the like button. Okay, everyone. So, am I audible? Can you guys just say yes if I'm audible in the chats? Hello. Hello, guys. I'm audible. Guys, am I audible? Yeah, I'll try to do Gemini 2.5 now. But can you guys just confirm that I'm audible or not? Hello, guys. Guys, I'm audible. You can say yes if I am audible. Okay, then let's see what we can do over here. Okay, so I'll try to do Gemini 2.5 Pro now. I hope it works because the app is not optimized for that. But let's see. We'll know on the first few questions if it works. So, so let's see. This is Google Gemini Pro. So let's start. Okay, I think it's going to work. Let me check the backend as well. Okay, we are getting responses. I think it's working, but the success rate is very low. Okay, so it says rate limit is exceeded. So I think we'll not be able to test Gemini 2.5 Pro now. But I think it's working. Let me actually see the credits if we did make any requests to Gemini 2.5. So it does seem that we are making some requests to Gemini. Here you can see 2591 input tokens and 8000 output tokens, but it might not be optimized for, non-thinking models. I mean, like the thinking models. So other than this, guys, there's something more that I want to show you. So I have built a checkers game for, LLMs. Would you like to see that? So a game where, AI can compete in the checkers game. Let's see if I can turn that on. So we'll go here. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it will be interesting. Guys, can you confirm if my voice is audible? Okay, thank you. So I'm just starting up the checkers game, where AI can play checkers game. So just give me a minute. Okay. So this is the game. As you guys can see, AI checkers battle. So which model would you like to have a competition between? Do tell me. We have white player and black player. As you guys can see here, select AI models. So I am currently testing this app. It's not it's not completely done. I have to do some work on it. You can see the whole UI doesn't look that much intuitive, and also some backend work is there. But yeah, we have all the models over here. Everything that is available on Open Router. So which models would you like to have a competition between? We obviously have Optimus Alpha as well here. And I think this app might be optimized for reasoning models as well. So if I don't get a response, I'll pick a random model over here then. Let's do one thing. Let's select DeepSeek V3 and Optimus Alpha. Optimus Alpha we just currently benchmarked a few minutes back, and DeepSeek V3, as you guys know, is a very good model. So we have selected Optimus Alpha as the white player and DeepSeek V3 0324, the new model that you guys know if you have watched my videos, as the black player. So let's see, let's have a match, and I'll be showing you guys the backend as well, that actually API logs, API requests are actually made. So let's start the game, and you can see most probably the game should run now. Yeah, and as you guys can see, it actually made a move, and the reason why it took so much time is because I allow the models to, think, use some of the tokens. So that's the reason. Here you can see actually the API logs related to the model. I think we might need to select other model. We can't use Optimus Alpha, I guess. So we'll select DeepSeek v3 for the white, and let's do Claude Sonnet, I guess. Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I think this should work. Okay, so you mean rules that, like change the rules of the game so that it's completely new for the models. So guys, currently there is a checkers match happening between Claude 3.7 Sonnet and DeepSeek V3 0324. Let's see who wins. Guys, do hit the like button and tell me if you like the matches. So if yes, I would like to do more matches between models. So one of my early subscribers just said that they wanted a checkers game, a competition between LLMs. So I just built this app. So according to the polls, it seems like there is a hot debate between who will win. Do tell me in the comments, guys, if you would like more competitions like these. I would like to tell you guys that actually I have tried to make AI models play chess, but chess seems to be a comparatively very hard game. And doing a checkmate is difficult for models. They have to strategically plan. But whereas this game, checkers, it's based on elimination, so comparatively it's a bit easier for them. No, this is not chess, this is checkers, a game a little bit similar to chess, but here you have to actually eliminate the other opponent completely. For example, here white and black. So black has to completely eliminate white to win, and so on and so forth for white as well. Yeah, I mean, like, these models are very dumb when it comes to chess or checkers game as well. I have enabled thinking in the prompt. I have actually mentioned that, do deep thinking. Here you can see it is thinking of the moves. It's an early game, and I have seen that DeepSeek V3 does good in chess, but it's a very recent app. I have not tested many models, but this time it does seem that 3.7 Sonnet is gonna win. And I think that's a final blow. We should have a winner now. If 3.7 Sonnet takes a correct move and eliminate this black from here. And I think most likely, yeah, it did it. Hi William. So website, this is not hosted. I'm locally running this. So as you guys can see, Claude 3.7 Sonnet is the winner. This is one match. Let's do one more to see if things change. And as you guys can see here, you can see, let me show you thinking of the board. So I think this is Claude 3.7 Sonnet's thinking. Here you can see it says analyzing the board, and it is thinking of the moves that it can make: h1 to g2, a2 to b3. So that is the thing. So we had one match, and clearly DeepSeek v3 won. Let's do one thing. Let's do another match. Let's have a poll again. Let's see. Okay guys, I've started a new poll. Do tell me who will win. Okay, that does seem to be an issue over here. Let me see. Let's do a match. Yeah, for games like these, models should be reasoning. Yeah, you are right, but these models take a lot of tokens, and I mean, it the price does go very high. And I actually was able to, confirm this theory that actually reasoning does result to better results in games, because as you guys can see, I have enabled thinking in these models. Just as I said before, when these models are not thinking right, I mean, like, if I prompt them to just give their response, just the move that they want to make, then the performance is way worse. But now I'm prompting that, yeah, I'm prompting them that please do some thinking before you make a move. Let me see if I'm able to show you guys the back end. Let the match happen. And okay, so this is the back end, and let me show you any response if I'm able to. Yes, as you guys can see, I think it will be a bit small. Can't zoom, I guess. It's the terminal, so I can't zoom. Here thinking is mentioned, as you guys can see, and all of this is the thinking tokens. This is the game board which is being sent, and as you guys can see, the models do think. I mean, like, it's not thinking like reasoning models, but it is more of like chain of thought prompting. I do think that we should have a competition between all these models, right? A tournament, and we should see who would win. So guys, let me just tell you guys that this time around, Claude 3.7 Sonnet is the black player, and DeepSeek is the white player. I would have to fix this text over here. I mean, like, it's not clearly visible. Again, black seems to have more pieces compared to white, and black is Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Yeah, I mean, even this time around, if Claude 3.7 Sonnet wins, then we would have to say that that's a clear win for Sonnet. Yeah, if DeepSeek wins, then we might have another match. Yeah, I mean, like, these models do make stupid moves, and I mean, this is after I asked them to think step by step and, evaluate your response. I mean, like, you should have seen when this thinking was not enabled, they would play really dumb. And the game would stuck at some point. I mean, like, they will be making repeated moves one after the other, just moving back and forth. This is comparatively better, and I think when it comes to reasoning models, as you said, and I think they will be smarter, but not too much, I guess. I think we should have a competition between a very good thinking model and a non-thinking model. But again, price is a thing. I think that's the reason you guys should hit the like button, because the more viewers we have, it will be more feasible to have a competition between reasoning models. Otherwise, because I have tried benchmarking the reasoning models for the ARC AGI bench and also for playing chess, and the models can use up to 30,000 tokens as well. I'm talking about O3 Mini High. I know once while I was benchmarking O3 Mini High, it used 70,000 tokens in one response. I don't think there is any hope for the white player, that is DeepSeek. Guys, just a random idea. What if we had actually the logos here instead of these black and white colors? I mean, like, we could have the black and white colors, but with the logo on them. That would be even better, right? It would make us easy to actually find out who is who. Good idea, thanks. Let's see if I'm able to do that. I think one edit that I have to do is make it a bit more. I mean, like, first I have to increase the size of the board, and then also this text over here, I have to make it white. It's getting blurred because gray doesn't contrast well with black, so I have to fix that, and just minor fixes here and there, and I think it should work. So I think most probably Claude 3.7 Sonnet might win this match, and it has 3 kings. So which model next would you like to have a match with? So Claude 3.7 Sonnet is a winner. Which model should we use? Which model should go against 3.7 Sonnet? What do you guys think? Now it does seem that this might be the final move. The king would play, yes, and as you guys see, again 3.7 Sonnet was the winner. Let me see how many credits did I use up. Okay, not much. Guys, I do think that I can have a match with GPT 4.5. What do you guys think about that? Let's see if we can do with GPT 4.5. Let me just change the thumbnail. Give me a minute, guys. I'll make it fast. Yeah, we'll have to see. Most probably there should not be much difference in performance. I think reasoning models will do very good, but other than that, yeah. But anyways, let's keep Claude 3.7 Sonnet as the white one. I'll have to find that. I think instead of drop down, right, I should have type feature. Search to type. Type to search. Mm, yes, 3.7 Sonnet is here. And let's see if we are able to find GPT 4.5. Okay, I don't see GPT 4.5 here. I must have missed it. Just give me a minute, guys. Yes, we have it. This is GPT 4.5 and Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Claude 3.7 Sonnet is white and GPT 4.5 is black. Let's see, let's have a match. Hopefully, the match should run. I might end up losing all my tokens because of GPT 4.5. But anyways, let's see. Let me update the poll as well. So let's do that. Okay guys, I've started the poll. You can tell me who will win, GPT 4.5 or Claude 3.7 is on it. They have all the options to move the back ones. I mean, like the ones which are safe, but they will not do that. They will move the one which will end up, you know, leaving the board. Okay, it seems that people are 100% sure that GPT 4.5 will win. It does seem like that, to be honest. So, for everyone who is just joining, Claude 3.7 Sonnet is white and GPT 4.5 is black. I do think even in the ARC AGI bench, I would say GPT 4.5 would be somewhat closer to 3.7 Sonnet or better. But testing that model is very pricey. Okay, do so now we have 3 pieces for white and 3 pieces for black. Each model has a king. That's awesome. Let's see if GPT 4.5 wins. I think a better move would have been to move this one instead of moving the king. See, that's the reason. It lost a piece. Now the game board is just a mirror image. And I think we do have a winner, guys. Most probably Claude 3.7 Sonnet will use this position to win, and Claude 3.7 Sonnet was the winner. Absolutely awesome. Let's have one more match, and if GPT 4.5 wins again, then that's a clear win for... No, GPT 4.5 lost actually, so if Claude 3.7 Sonnet wins again, then we'll have to declare that as the winner. So let's see where... GPT 4.5 is... Here it is. Let's start one more match and let's see what happens. So those who are joining now, White is Claude 3.7 Sonnet and black is GPT 4.5. Claude was able to win one match before, and if it wins this time as well, then it's a clear win for 3.7 Sonnet, but let's see if that changes. I do think that GPT 4.5 always has the lead in this when the game starts, but by the end, they both kind of equal their positions. See, that's what I'm talking. Making moves like these, I mean, like, there is no point in it. Just giving up your pieces. I would like to improve the UI, guys, so it is more feasible to see the thinking of the model. So I'll see if that is possible. So I think this match is going for GPT 4.5. That's interesting. And I think that's likely a win. It will likely do this move and move to h1 and win, most probably. Let's see if that happens. And that is a win for GPT 4.5. That's nice. We have 1 point for both models, guys. I didn't expect that. That means we will have another match. So let's pick Claude Sonnet as white and GPT 4.5 as black. Let's start the game. Let's see. I think I'll end up my credits. We'll have to see that. Most probably I think I'll lose the credits and the match would not end. Let's see. So we have 1 point for each, that is GPT 4.5 and Claude Sonnet, and this is the deciding match, guys. Let's see. So according to the polls, there is 50% chance that either model could win. So yeah, I mean, at this point both have got 1 point, so who could win, who will win, we don't know. Let's see. So those who are joining new, Claude 3.7 Sonnet is white and GPT 4.5 is the black player. This was a very good move over here because now there is no way to capture black. Yeah, but after that, in this move, if it moves black here, then it will get captured, and even if it stays here, it will get captured. So the best move is this one, or okay, this capture was also nice. It does seem that GPT 4.5 is slightly smarter in making moves. It is making chains like these, which is helping it a lot. GPT 4.5 will win. It does seem like that. Now, with this move, it will have captured one more piece. And that is the move that it made. Nice. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. So what do you guys think about competitions like these? Models playing with models. Do tell me if you like it. I think a tournament between the models would be nice, right? You love it. Thank you. Yeah, even I have an implementation of LLMs playing chess. I haven't shown that because, as you said, they make very illegal moves. I mean, like, illegal moves is a very good metric, We have benchmarks, like illegal moves can also be a benchmark. I have seen that the more intelligent a model is, there is a less chance that it makes an illegal move. And reasoning models hardly make a illegal move, as far as my testing. Yeah, but illegal moves in itself could be a benchmark. And okay, I think that this match is one-sided and GPT 4.5 is gonna win it. I mean, like, at this point there is no way that it is going to lose, even if it plays dumb. So if you don't know, previously we had a match with the DeepSeek V3, version 3.1, and Claude 3.7 Sonnet was the winner, and that's the reason we are having a game with GPT 4.5. And I think most probably we will see a winner soon. So at this point, I think white should make a move over this side. Yes, that's nice. That is what we want. I think black will promote it to the king. Okay, no, it is going after the white. What about battleship? I'm not sure what you're saying. Can you be a bit more elaborate? I think talking about the match, most probably if white continues this to this side and king just tries to move, and I think it can get trapped over here. Okay, so it made a wrong move most probably, and with this move GPT 4.5 should win. It will likely make a move towards this direction. Yeah, and that is it. Please would like to see playing chess between multiple models. Yeah, chess is a very good, it is very tough because I have made a app where LLMs play chess. Would you like to see one? It is still in working, but I can show you guys that. Yeah, so guys, let me summarize before I show you the chess implementation. So as you can see, GPT 4.5 was the winner. We had a previous match, a round of 3, and Claude 3.7 Sonnet was the winner, and in this match we had 3 rounds between GPT 4.5 and Sonnet, and 4.5 was the clear winner. So let's see if I am able to spin up the chess game. Let's see. So I have named it chess bench. Let's see, let's start it. By the way guys, if you are into coding, I'm using this new extension in Visual Studio Code, that is Augment, and it works very good. It is probably better than Cursor. Okay, let's start this, and most probably we should see the chess bench. Okay, it opened up in the side panel. Let me get it here. So this is the chess bench, guys. What do you guys think about it? Does it look good? So let's see which models we can have. Most probably I can't use GPT 4.5 because I am very low on credits. Very low. So what we can do is have DeepSeek V3 and most probably Optimus Alpha. Optimus Alpha is a free model, so we can have that. We'll keep Optimus Alpha as black, and let's select DeepSeek V3 because it is a cheaper model, so we can have DeepSeek V3 here. Okay, so DeepSeek V3 will be the white one and Optimus Alpha will be the black. Let's start. So you guys are able to see that. Do you think that's OpenAI? I do doubt that it's OpenAI, because they would most probably, you know, release it in LMSYS leaderboard. But there are rumors about GPT 4.1 something coming. So it could be that, but I do think that it might be a new lab, I guess, other than Claude and OpenAI, or Gemini as well. Gemini, I would think, if Gemini has to release an experiment model, they would likely do it on AI Studio. That is the most logical answer. Okay, so an internal error occurred. I think we can't use Open Optimus Alpha. So let's see which model can I have. Guys, just give me a minute and let's see if I'm able to fix things. Sorry for the delay, guys, and I think we can do a good model. Let's see which model will be the one. I think we can do an O3 mini. O3 mini high. No. We can do. Let's do one thing, guys. Let's do one thing. Let's have DeepSeek V3 on the one side and DeepSeek R1 on the other side. What about that? Because likely, DeepSeek R1 is a cheaper model. Let's see, guys. Let's do this. I haven't used thinking models, and this app is most likely in building. What do you guys think about the looks? Does it look good? I'm from India. It looks fine. Okay. The UI is cool. Thanks. Let's see the backend if things are actually working. Subscription for my channel, yeah, that will be nice, but There is no move happening. We should ideally see a loading over here. Let's pick different models actually. I think DeepSeek R1 will not work. Let's have DeepSeek V3 over here, and Qwen is a very good model. I've seen Qwen doing interesting moves. So we can have Qwen Max. Let's have Qwen Max. So DeepSeek V3 will be black and Qwen Max will be white. Let's see guys if it works. Okay, Qwen Max is thinking. Most likely the match should work. So Samsara says I'm happy to be a member. Thank you. I'll see guys. I'll see if I can start a member subscription, but I think we should be a little bit a bigger family. Just a tad bit bigger. That would be better. You can see here, this is the LLM's response. Okay, so the match is continuing. Let's see if we have the logos. That will be better. This is Qwen and DeepSeek. Where is DeepSeek? Let's find DeepSeek. Where is the whale? Here is the whale. Now it looks better. What do you think? Most likely I should change the thumbnail as well. Let's see if we can change the thumbnail. Okay, this move is interesting. I have never seen anyone making this move. Nice. Did you create this web page from Firebase Studio? No. I have tested out Firebase. It is good, but the model that they are using, right? I don't think that's Gemini 2.5 Pro natively. You can use Google's API, but again, that is rate limited, right? You can only have 50 requests. No audio. Just wait. Yes. Usually, I've seen Qwen Max win against DeepSeek V3. I've had some matches, and DeepSeek V3. I mean, like Qwen Max was better in playing chess. Making these initial moves is easy for these models, but when it comes to doing a checkmate, it's kind of hard, because you can't it is not just eliminating things. You have to strategically capture the king from all sides. Compared to checkers, it's basically elimination. So comparatively, it's easier for LLMs to play checkers, but chess is a bit difficult. I mean, like reasoning models will do good, but still they play dumb. So apparently, DeepSeek has castled. Nice. And I think most probably even Qwen will do that after a while, because clearly there is an opportunity. I do have a general thought about jobs. If I have not particularly data science, I think that any kind of job, any kind of service that involves interacting with humans, I think that should stay. For example, I mean, like, even if you have a chance to talk with, I mean, a very capable model like O3, when you have when you are having a conversation in customer support, even if a very smart and capable model will be there, you will most likely skip that and find the option to talk to a person. So that is a good example. Most probably, things in which you interact with people, it should stay a bit longer compared to things which are happening more in the back end, which need precision and, I mean, performance is priority. For example, coding is one thing. Yeah, models are not very good at it, but things like Manus is there. If it becomes even more cheaper and better, then instead of hiring a person, you can get a lot of things done through the model. The upper end of the things, I mean, like the very precise and accurate information, maybe models will not be able to do, but the basic things, they can do it for you anytime on demand. And I think, yeah, that is my view. Person to person interactions will stay longer than things which are happening in the back end, any service. That was a lot of rambling. Thanks a lot, Samsara. Thanks a lot. That means lot. That means too much. You are my very first super chat. Talking about the match, it does seem a bit complicated. Let's see if the models made any illegal moves. Okay, you can see DeepSeek is making illegal moves now. It tried to move G7 to D4, where what is G7? G7 is this one to D4. See, clearly you can't make this move because there is black in between. That is the reason that's an illegal move. Let's see if DeepSeek E4 to D4 is not legal. E4 to D4. Yeah, this is clearly an illegal move. You can see DeepSeek is actually failing. It is not able to make moves. As I said, it is hard for these models to play chess. E4 to D5. E4 to D5. Again, that is an illegal move. Let's see if DeepSeek is actually able to make a correct move. Let's wait a bit. Let's see if DeepSeek is able to make a correct move. It is repeatedly making wrong moves now. Thanks a lot, Samsara. I hope that happens. So it is repeatedly trying to make E4 to D4 and E4 to D5 and this move G7 to D4. Okay, try to make a new move now, F6 to E4. Where is F6? F6. There's nothing in F6. So you can see these models are DeepSeek is actually feeling there is nothing in F6 and it is trying to move something from F6 to F6 to E4. Where is E4? F6 to E4. I mean, like this one. Okay, I think that could have been a very good play. It should have mentioned E4 to F6 instead of F6 to E4. That could have been a correct move. We'll wait a bit. Let's see. That is the reason, guys, I don't have these models play chess, because as you can see, where is the benching result site with table result? I have my website yjxai.in, so I have not uploaded benchmark results there. I should do that. I know. I'll see. I should implement that as soon as possible. You always have such interesting benchmarks to show. Thank you. I'm trying to move towards games now. So previously we had a checkers match between models. If you replay the live stream, you will be able. Okay, guys. Finally, DeepSeek made a move. It was a correct one. It took a lot of retries, guys. It was only DeepSeek. That's the reason we are able to actually make this thing run. Because if there was GPT 4.5 and we did so many retries, you can see there are too many retries over here. So if it would have been GPT 4.5, the game would have stopped by now, because I would have ended up with the credits being 0. But DeepSeek is a very cheap model, and so is Qwen compared to GPT 4.5, obviously. Let's see if Qwen is making illegal moves or not. Okay, so Qwen was trying to make NF7, trying to capture this piece. And I think it thinks that there is nothing over here at D. That would have been a very good move. If there would have been nothing here at D5, then you have this line, and then you could put your horse over there. But that would have been a check as well, if there was nothing here and here. But I am not very good at chess, guys. I am being honest. I will have to say that these models are very good, guys, compared to GPT-4. I mean, I did try to play chess with GPT-4o. I mean, like the early one, not GPT-4o, and the performance was very bad. I mean, like it would make silly moves. But now I think the models are comparatively playing very good. They do make some errors here and there, but comparatively it's better. So Quen is getting into errors, guys. Let's see. He tried to make c4 f7. c4, where is c4? c4 to f7. f7, yeah. You guys can see now Quen was trying to make a very good move, guys. So this is c4. If it were able to make it to f7, then there could be a check for king, and to support it we would have this horse over here. Then that would have been very good, but it is clearly missing the point that there is one pawn here. If there was no pawn here, then it could have moved its bishop over here, and then that would have been a very good move. Qwen does play very good compared to DeepSeek. I've seen it making very good moves and in some cases actually win the match. Let's see, but it is getting into errors and making illegal moves now. C4 F7 is something it is trying to make multiple times now. Okay, so the latest move that it tried to do is BX F7 plus. So that was an invalid move. So guys, I've got a super chat. Thank you very much for that. So there are some other apps that I've built. They are not necessarily games, but something that is very nice according to me. Would you guys have would you guys would have to have a look? Do tell me if you guys would like to have a look. And C4 F7, C4 F7. So it's repeatedly trying to make this move, moving the bishop over here, which clearly can't happen. Gemini 2.5 is really good for chess, by the way. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a thinking model and its reasoning is very, I mean, like, there is, I think, I would say Grok 3 thinking is second rank when it comes to reasoning, and Gemini 2.5 is way smarter. I mean, like, the difference between first and second is good. I mean, like, very big. Gemini 2.5 is very good at reasoning. I have built some Python code with Gemini 2.5, and the way it talks to you iteratively, solving things, that's absolutely awesome. If it is not being preferred in integrated IDs like Cursor and Windsurf, I think that is purely based on the implementation. Google should actually have Gemini 2.5 as the default in Firebase Studio. The model that they are using, I don't think that's Gemini 2.5 in Firebase Studio by default. Okay guys, so I do think that these models are getting stuck, repeatedly making illegal moves. So what can we do? I think let's try to have a match with Gemini 2.5 Pro. What do you guys think? I do think that it's rate limited or something, but we'll have to see. Let me see what is the rate limits for Gemini 2.5 Pro. By the way, I like the new UI. It's absolutely awesome. Gemini 2.5, 25 requests per day. It is just 25 requests per day. So will I be able to have a conversation? Let's see. Okay, here it works. So this match is going nowhere, guys. I mean, it is pretty much pointless at this point. Let's do one thing. Let's end this match and have a new match. That will be better. And we'll have to pick models. How many credits do I have now? Okay, I am losing credits. Let's do one thing. Let's do a very dumb model and a very smart model, just to see the difference. Qwen versus Gemini 2.5 Pro. Yeah, Qwen versus Gemini 2.5 Pro. Let's see. Then let's do Qwen then. Qwen Max and Gemini 2.5 Pro. Optimus Alpha is a very good one. Let's see if we have rate limits for that. By the way, guys, okay, it is working, I guess, but anyways, let's see. Let's try Gemini 2.5 Pro. By the way, I actually did some testing with Quasar Alpha and it is good, guys. It is a very good model encoding. Not the best, I would say, but good. So let's have Gemini 2.5 Pro here. Qwen Max versus Google Gemini 2.5 Pro. I do suspect if we have hit the rate limits for Gemini 2.5 Pro, we have to see that. This is the backend, everything will be visible. So Google is currently thinking. Let's see some initial moves if we can find out intelligence. Okay, that was a pretty basic move and I think Gemini did a pretty good move, guys. It is working. As you guys can see, this is the response. I'm pretty much sure that it is very small for you guys to see, but this is the thinking that the model has done and the response. Okay, we are having a same start from both models. You think Quasar could beat Gemini 2.5? No, absolutely not. Firstly, because Gemini 2.5 Pro is a thinking model and Quasar is not the best model, guys, I would say. I think I have seen it do many good things, but the problem is that I see many people comparing reasoning and non-reasoning models. That is kind of unfair, I think. Let me see how many tokens we are using. So let's see. Let's look at the usage. Okay, guys, as you guys can see that is the difference. Okay, so you can see we were using 456 output tokens for Qwen Max and see Gemini is using 2390 tokens just for one response. As I said it is hard to run this reasoning model, guys, and let me tell you, this is because the game is just starting. When you are very deep into the game, then it's very difficult. I mean, like, they will think a lot, likely because it is a harder situation and token size can increase. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, I mean, like, Stockfish is very good in chess, and yeah, DeepSeek should have an image analysis on their website, right? They should go multimodal. I did hear that they released a model that was related to image, open sourced the model, I guess. Why don't they implement that into their website? I don't know. According to me, what AGI would be is that the models are able to generalize and play chess. Now we can see, I think there could be a checkmate, guys. If it is able to move this bishop over here, that will be a checkmate from Gemini. Guys, we could have a checkmate, guys. If Qwen is not doing anything over here, that could be a checkmate. It has to essentially block this route. That could be a checkmate, guys. Ah, yeah, king can move front. Yeah, yeah. See, I told you I'm not very good at chess, right? I think I should deploy this and have you guys play with it, right? It would be better. Still, that's some pretty good move. Yeah, if it actually does that move, then it will be awesome. Yeah, it's indeed a bad position for black. Okay, so Quen is done with its move. Let's see what Google Gemini does. Will it move the rook to here? Let's see. Okay, guys, that was a better move, guys. Just look at the move. I think that was even better than what I thought. Absolutely awesome, guys. Now I think it can capture the queen if it is not moved, or it can take this one. Okay. Gemini 2.5 Pro, man. This model. Yeah, Gemini 2.5 Pro will win, guys, I guess. I just should have the credits now. Seeing this move is actually tempting me to have competition between reasoning models. That was awesome. It is good I was able to capture this on live. If Qwen makes many illegal moves, guys, then what I will do is I think have me on one side and Gemini 2.5 Pro on the other side. Maybe that will be better. Because just like the previous, okay, you can see the thinking tokens. Oh my, oh that's a lot of tokens. I think you would win. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? This move was very intelligent, guys. I didn't think of that. Let's see what next move does it play. It does have a chance to take this. It can take this rook over here. By the way, guys, Google is taking a lot of time because look at the thinking tokens. It is absolutely ginormous. It is just it is writing paragraphs of thinking tokens to make moves, and that is the reason I guess it is able to make such good moves. Let's see what next move does it play. I think it will capture the rook over here, maybe. It could go for the king as well because Quen didn't do anything. It could go for the king. I mean, like the queen. Let's see what it does. Queen to h5. Ah, okay. Google is taking a lot of time. Does it? Is it making a legal move? Okay. G5 f7. G5 to f7. Where is G5? There is nothing on G5. It says G5 to f7. Okay, I think it was thinking to move the knight to here. That would be a very bad move. Okay, guys, even Gemini 2.5 Pro is making some errors in move. I think with better prompting, we should be able to make it good. You know the notations that I'm currently using. If I change that a bit, it could have been better, but we'll have to see. Okay, it made a move. It captured the queen, guys. It captured the queen. Yes, that is what I want. Queen is gone. I think it should probably know that it is sacrificing its knight. Qwen didn't take a lot of time to make a move, but Gemini is taking. Because it's a reasoning model, it has to think all the tokens. Let's see how many tokens is it generating. Okay, just have a look at it, guys. 14,000 tokens. Can you even imagine 14,000 tokens, guys? Absolutely crazy. $14,000 tokens in one response, and before that 18,000 tokens. As I told you, because okay, it did make a move. Guys, it bought the king and that's a check. Oh my god. That is a check to the king, guys. Absolutely awesome. The king could have easily eaten up the knight, but didn't do that. But okay, the queen can go if the knight is moved to h5. White will lose the queen, but will Qwen make that move? That is to be seen. So try to make a move, I guess. It made e8 to g8. Where is e8? e8 to g8. Okay, it tried to do the castling, but we have a bishop here. Okay, it did make a move, I guess. Okay, it moved the pawn to front. He could have captured using the knight, guys, but he didn't do that. It could have captured the queen. That would have been an absolute move. How many credits do we have now? Okay, just lost $2. It could have captured the bishop here, could have captured the queen here, could have captured the knight here. All these options were open for Qwen, but it didn't take any of those. I think moving queen to e5 will be a very good move. Maybe. Okay. It moved it to b7. That is a very dumb move, I guess. Because the bishop at c8 can easily capture. By the way, guys, any of you who is joining now, There was a match between DeepSeek V31 and Qwen Max, and that didn't go that well. So now we are having a match between GPT 4.5 and Qwen Max. And GPT 4. No, not GPT 4.5, Gemini 2.5 Pro. And Gemini 2.5 Pro is doing very good. Okay, it did the right move, guys. It moved the queen to the correct position. That's what I want. Now it can capture the knight over here, the bishop over here. It has too many options. That was a very good move. I do doubt what Quen will do. Let's have the correct logos for these models. Let's do this one. And we just had Quen, so Quen is here. Okay. That looks better. Yes, this is chess. How is it? Do you like the UI? Yeah, I made this. I mean, like, AI made this, but I prompted, so I wonder what move will Google Gemini make. So if it makes this move to f6, then after that it has Very good option to actually make a move here. GPT-4 is leaving on 30 April. Okay, it is getting retarded. Yeah, it is time for that old man to leave. Taking f6 move here and then going to f8 will be a very good move, I guess. But even after that, okay, that's a direct check. Nice. So king can't move. That is a very nice move, and the bishop can come in front. I think that's the only valid move. Okay, you can take it can take the queen at e6 with the knight, but will it do that? We'll have to see. So it can capture the queen at e6 with the knight, but will Qwen do that? Who is the winner so far? Google Gemini is making very good moves. We previously had checkers match, so I think this is the one. Yes, we had checkers match between three models, that is Claude 3.7 Sonnet, GPT 4.5 and DeepSeek V3. So first match was between DeepSeek V3 and Claude Sonnet, and Claude Sonnet won. And after that, we had a competition between GPT 4.5 and Sonnet, and GPT 4.5 won. That was a match of checkers, and this is chess. So let's see. By the way, Gemini is making very good moves. I hope Qwen is not making invalid moves. Okay, it is making invalid moves. E8 to G7. E8 to G7. How is that possible? I do think that Gemini 2.5 Pro is a capable model of playing chess. A little bit. It is making good moves. But we do have the error that Qwen is making. It is trying to make illegal moves. I hope it makes a legal move. Most probably Gemini should win. But for the game to proceed, Qwen needs to make a legal move. So it says e8 to d7. Where is e8? e8 to d7. This one. So this is not legal, clearly, because it's a check. I think the only legal move is moving this bishop to e7. I don't see any other legal move. If there was no bishop over here, then it could have been a checkmate. No, not a checkmate. d4 to d5. d4 to d5. Okay, that is again an invalid move. Qwen is making a lot of invalid moves lately. E6 to C4. E6. We have a queen at E6. How is that possible? E8 to F8. E8 to F8. Even that is wrong. So Qwen is clearly making illegal moves now, and a lot of them. Llama 4 just fall. Yeah, I made a video on Llama 4. Llama 4 Maverick actually. So for the game to proceed, Qwen needs to make legal moves. But it's not doing that. It is making illegal moves. A lot of illegal moves. It says E4 to F6. The only illegal move that is possible is moving F8 to F7, E7, F8 to E7. I guess. Making any other move will not work. Let's ask Cursor to actually make this move. Let's do it. I think we can prompt Cursor to actually make that move for Qwen. Let's see if that makes. If that does work. Okay, so I've made the move, guys. I've made F8 to E7 from the point of view of Qwen because it was clearly making a lot of mistakes. So there was no other option to play from the Qwen side. Let's see what Google Gemini does now. So I think what it can do is it can move the queen to C6. Yeah, he could have captured the queen with the right. Yes, this option is available. But Qwen doesn't do that. It actually had a lot of options. When the queen was over here, there was a chance to capture queen directly, but it didn't do that. I had to manually place F8 to E7. So okay, it has made a move. What was the move again? C4 to D5. Okay, this move. I think it is preparing for checkmate. It still has many options. It can use the knight to take this bishop and use this knight to take the queen. If Qwen is not making a legal move, then we have to do something about it. We might have to make a move on Qwen's behalf. Let's see. Okay, it did make a move. What was the move? D4 to F3. Okay, it moved the knight over here. There is no point in doing that. Why did it do that? It could have easily captured the queen. Instead, it moved it here. And okay, as you guys can see, it was captured easily. It was an easy win for Gemini to capture that. This is what happens when you play dumb. Which move did it play? Let me see. G2 to F3. G2 to F3. That was previous one. A monkey playing with against a mathematician. Who's monkey? Qwen. D7 to D4. D7 to D4. Okay, that is pointless. It should have done D7 to D5. That would have been a better move. I mean, like, I think it meant to do that, but it wrongly said D4 instead of D5. Qwen is making good moves, guys. I mean, like, it's a non-thinking model, and being able to do that is nice. But it had a lot of options to actually capture the queen. It didn't do that. That has to be said. We can't deny that. Let's see. Let's wait for a bit. If not, then we'll have to make a move on Qwen's behalf. Yeah, I think this intelligence difference is clearly visible when it comes to seeing these two models. Clearly, Gemini was able to make very good moves, and Qwen did a very bad performance. It had a lot of chances to actually capture queen and the bishop as well, but it didn't do that. Let's see, guys. D8 to h4, D8 to h4. Okay, that was an invalid move. Let's see. If Quen doesn't make a valid move next, then we'll have to move it. D4 to f3. Okay, that is a very good move, guys. It did the right thing. It captured the bishop over here. It took a lot of time, but finally it was able to do a good move. I think if queen captures at d5, then knight can capture the queen. Something like that can happen. One more thing that can be done is queen can be moved here to e8, I guess. Okay, b8. If queen is moved to b8, then that will be again a check. The king can move to this side. Queen can go and capture at h8. That will be nice. Okay, it did make a move. Okay, it captured. What was the move again? e4 to d5. Okay, it captured it. That was a very good move, I guess. Clearly, I feel that Gemini 2.5 Pro is playing better than me. If I would have been on its place, I think my moves would have been worse. I hope Quen makes a valid move. Where is Grok? I would say Grok 3 thinking is the second best reasoning model. For coding, it is, I think, Claude 3.7 Sonnet when it comes to aesthetics. But I think for most cases, Gemini 2.5 Pro is the first. For almost all cases. Okay, so how many credits did we use? I think we can have a match with Gemini 2.5 Pro. It is possible. It is good in playing chess. If I do get enough super chats, then I can do a competition between Gemini 2.5 Pro or other reasoning model. Grok 3 beta would be a nice one. How much is the pricing for Grok 3? Okay, that's a lot. $15. O3 Mini High is comparatively better. What do you guys say? Should we have a competition between Gemini 2.5 Pro and O3 Mini High? A chess match will be nice, I guess. I mean, like, comparing these reasoning models is kind of very pricey actually. We'll need some support from you guys. Especially, I mean, like, Gemini 2.5 Pro is not thinking too much, as I've seen. It is using 8,000 tokens or 18,000 tokens, but O3 Mini High can go up to 70,000 tokens if required. That is going to be very pricey. Can you do O1 Pro mode versus Gemini 2.5 Pro? O1 Pro is a very price model. I think like one move will take $20 or $10. I do wonder why did they release in API. There is no point of that model being in existence. No provider, no agentic IDE will use that, and it is basically useless, I guess. Okay, Qwen is clearly struggling to make a move. I think we'll have to make a move from its side. Which move should we make? O1 Pro mode is not cheap, according to me, I think. Let's do one thing. Let's make a move from Qwen's side, I guess. Let's move G6 to G5. G6 to G5. Let's see. We have made the move, so most probably Gemini is okay. Gemini started thinking. Okay, did make a move. What was the move? d5 to d6. d5 to d6. Okay, that is a nice move, I guess. So it can capture from c7 to d6. That can be done. Let's see if Qwen makes that move. Let's do one thing. Let's make a move from Qwen's side. c7 to d6. We made that move. Let's see. I think Gemini 2.5 Pro should win. In the previous match between Qwen and DeepSeek, like the match was not able to be completed. Okay, that is a very good move, guys. That is what I wanted. So Google made a nice move over here. The reason is that it can't move its bishop because the king has been pinned here, and also the king is in check. The king can't move here, can't move here. The only two places it can move is here and here. Okay, Qwen made a nice move. So I think if queen is moved here, that will be a checkmate. Most probably. So Gemini 2.5 Pro just has to make the queen move to f7, I guess. And that should be a checkmate, I guess. What do you guys think? Will Gemini make that move? But if the bishop captures the knight, then I think things can change. But will Qwen do that? But anyways, it's not Qwen's chance. It is Gemini 2.5 Pro's chance. If it makes the move from e6 to f7, that should be a checkmate most probably, I guess. It is making d6 to c7. d6 to c7. Where is c7? That is the illegal move. It is quite simple. If it moves it to f7, I guess that should be a checkmate. Or is there something wrong about it? Okay, it moved the knight over there. I mean, the better move could have been to actually move the queen there. That was a dumb move, I have to say. So it was moved from nd6 to f7. I think I think it's thinking to capture the rook, I guess. Let's see. I think Qwen will now make a lot of errors. I will have to make a move from Qwen's side. What move should we make? Let's do g5 to g4. So we moved g5 to g4. There should be a move for Gemini 2.5 Pro. It could have done a checkmate, but it didn't do that. I think by the end of this year we will have a very good models that play chess. Okay, it moved the knight to here. That is a very dumb move. It will be punished. Let's do h8 to h6. Now let's see. Let's make a move from Qwen's side. Let's do g4 to f3. So we made that move. Let's see if Gemini is able to do something. Now I think it should move the rook to g1. That should be a nice move. Okay, guys, Gemini made a dumb move and Queen was captured. Hello. Okay guys, so that does seem like a checkmate. So the pop-up is not showing up. I have to fix that thing, I guess. So Google Gemini is the winner. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I'll catch you guys in the next one.